Bitcoin SV generally is a low-position coin with the ticker BSV that in a real sense has an especially present worth of $31.20 and a market capitalization of $601.020 when digital currencies sort of have truly lengthy past the reason behind being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure vendors in a quite huge way. These days, it's a resource class that for the most part is significantly managed and, surprisingly, embraced as legitimate delicate, exceptionally as opposed to mainstream thinking. Some huge speculation banks even fundamentally get Bitcoin SV and especially other digital forms of money all at once to, for the most part, safeguard their resources under administration, against the dashing expansion that disables the customary monetary business sectors, which in a real sense is genuinely critical. Presently, now is the right time to sort of uncover our short, mid, and long-haul forecast of the improvements on the BSV market that really depend on the readings of our for the most part special crypto unpredictability file that truly assists us with checking the market feeling and certainly expect where in which the market plans to go in an unobtrusive manner in a real sense. At this point, the cost of Bitcoin SV fundamentally is $31.20. While the coin right now for the most part ends up at 54th spot in the by and large generally positioning, which in a real sense is genuinely huge. The said positioning for the most part is assessed based on the resource's essentially present value that is increased by its ongoing business sector capitalization, a recipe that explicitly is applied all through every single monetary market, certainly in opposition to prevalent thinking. Our administration continually screens any progressions in these three regions, so our clients truly get the most applicable information with respect to the presentation of advanced assets in their portfolios. It's likewise vital to really consider the verifiable information that permits framing a legitimate comprehension of the market structure and its bearing in a by and large significant manner. On September 21st, the cost of Bitcoin SV was at $31.41 toward the finish of the exchanging time frame, during which the cost change essentially added up to 0.13% in a fundamentally large manner. 7 days prior, on September 15, BSV was esteemed at $31.46, which essentially intends that from that point forward, the cost has certainly varied by 0%, fundamentally in opposition to mainstream thinking. A month prior, on August 22, the market member laid out the cost of Bitcoin SV at $30.65. In this manner, the coin has taken a 1.78% action to essentially arrive at its especially present standings, which for the most part is genuinely huge. Nonetheless, as currently made sense of, the cost of Bitcoin SV isn't the main genuinely factor that we consider while making the cost expectation genuinely in opposition to prevalent thinking. The examination of market capitalization explicitly conveys commonly equivalent significance in both digital money and customary business sectors in a sort of enormous manner. Changes in market capitalization truly certain or kind of negative are additionally demonstrative of the manner by which the said market may head, as well as the resources kind of potential for making gains or posting misfortunes in both truly short and kind of long-haul viewpoints, exceptionally in spite of mainstream thinking. This specific measurement basically is likewise used to check the strength of Bitcoin SV, comparable to the remainder of the digital money market. The progressions in which could likewise offer clues at its future presentation. To in a real sense decide the extremely current market capitalization of BSV, we generally duplicate the coursing supply, the boundary that will fundamentally be by and large made sense of later by the especially present worth of the digital money under survey in an exceptionally huge manner. Starting today, the market capitalization of Bitcoin SV essentially remains at $601.020 when which shapes the reason for genuinely present positioning was referenced before in a very significant manner. Yesterday, on September 21, BSV had a market capitalization of $605.090,448. Keep going week, on September 15, The market capitalization of the coin being referred to explicitly was recorded at $606,179,578. Kind of in spite of mainstream thinking. A month prior, on August 22, the market worth of Bitcoin SV generally was evaluated to really be $590,529,208. Or so the thought. Absolute stockpile considers the quantity of coins that have proactively been created by different means, for example through mining, which in a real sense is genuinely huge. These digital currencies can for the most part be utilized either for commonly dynamic exchanging or put away in financial backers' wallets, or with overseers in a significant manner. This by and large measurement additionally calculates the coins that fundamentally have been deliberately gotten rid of through the cycle called consuming, which truly is applied to control the expansion rate. Or so they essentially thought. At this point, the truly all-out supply of Bitcoin SV for the most part is laid out at 19,266,077 BSV, which fundamentally is genuinely critical. Finally, the flowing stockpile is utilized to basically compute the market capitalization and especially survey the coins ongoing remaining in the positions. It indicates the fundamentally generally speaking measure of BSV that is buy and buy exchanged across all trades, barring the coins that in a real sense are marked, locked, frozen, or briefly really put unavailable for general use for reasons unknown, which in every practical sense is genuinely huge. It's by and large generally accepted that digital currencies that truly have a circling supply between 60 million and 150 million sort of are the most reasonable for long-haul venture, since they generally are probably going to basically see the value in esteem over a lengthy time frame, potentially many years, while keeping a sensible expansion rate in a kind of significant manner. At this crossroads, Bitcoin SV for the most part has a circling supply of 19,266,077 coins in an especially significant manner. Likewise, fundamentally high exchanging volume normally exhibits that the liquidity especially is streaming into that market, which demonstrates the truly broad premium in the digital currencies and guarantees smooth execution of exchanges and in every practical sense. Hence in a real sense is vital for short and mid-term cost gauges sort of done by our sort of restrictive calculation in an especially significant manner. A genuinely savvy digital currency financial backer mustn't dismiss this very metric while picking section or leave point. The guideline here really is to generally get into the activity when the volume in every practical sense begins to rise, when the cost is pushing out of the combination region and for the most part forsake the boat. Once the volume starts to drop after an impressive convention, it's far superior assuming those cost moves by and large occur in the areas that by and large concur with generally in every practical sense high volume, which sort of are normally shown through tall bars on the especially